Greetings, YouTube family. Welcome back to my channel, Hidden Alchemy by Sade. If it is your first time here, welcome. If not, welcome back. My name is Sade. I am a holistic wellness coach focusing on physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well being practices to really help people transform their life and to use the transits of astrology to alchemize your life, tap into your strong points, and really work on the areas that might be a little weaker in its nature. So, if you are interested in doing any of that, feel free to head over to my website where you can schedule a personal reading for yourself as well as one on one coaching as to how we can dissect your chart and use your transits to really alchemize and change your life. Now, for today's video, we are diving into the Scorpio new moon that we have happening right on November 1st. So, as soon as we get into the month of November, right after Halloween, and really right on Halloween, the moon moves into Scorpio on Halloween, but the moon officially has its conjunction to the sun on November 1st. So, working with the Scorpio energy, I absolutely love the Scorpion energy. I am an eighth house person myself. So, really working with Scorpio to dissect deep inner truths about the self. And especially because this is a new moon energy is more young in its nature. And what I mean by that, it's a time to plant new seeds of intention, to act on things that we had released during the full moon, to clear energy away so that when this new moon happens, we can act on these insights that we have. We can physically plant the seeds of our intentions, and we can take the necessary steps that we need to put us in alignment with where the sun and the moon is together in your chart. So you really want to check to see where you have the Scorpio energy in your chart, because the sun, the moon, and Mercury will be in the sign of Scorpio, which means deep diving. Scorpio is feminine in its nature. It's a water sign, but it's fixed water. And fixed water needs movable water in order for the water to clear out. And the beautiful thing about this new moon, because I like to focus on the moon energy, but I also like to focus on what other transits do we have happening around this moon to support us. So the thing with this new moon is we have a beautiful water trine. We have Mars in Cancer, we have Saturn in Pisces. And the Saturn support of this moon is going to really help us to think practically about our actions, because the Mars energy in Cancer with this moon in Scorpio could bring a little bit of paranoia, because that's just Scorpio. What is Scorpio if we're not a little bit paranoid? But it could bring a little bit of paranoia around who is around us and the information that we are receiving from people. Because Mercury is going to be in the sign of Scorpio, this is a time to get straight to the point. There's no rose colored glasses for this new moon. We are diving deep. We are dissecting what are people saying? What are people not saying? We are watching people's moves. We're being more calculated with how we are observing. Okay, because Scorpio is water, it receives. It's feminine in its nature. So, what are we receiving from the people, places, and things around us so that we can make the right choices and decisions for this new moon intention? Now, around the time of this new moon, we also have Mars and Capricorn, Mars and Cancer opposing Pluto in Capricorn. Okay, Pluto is the natural ruler of Scorpio. So this really is a time of possible manipulation, possible power play, because that's just Scorpion energy, right? And because we're dealing with the end of Pluto in Capricorn, we are letting go of traditions, we are letting go of structures, we are letting go of anything that is holding us hostage and holding us back of really tapping into our true personal power. And a lot of times, the person that is holding us back is ourself. So, with this Scorpio new moon, because Scorpio can rule dark truths, dark secrets. And when I say dark, I just mean hidden, because a lot of times it's the things that we hide that is really our truest power. It's the pain that we've experienced, it's the trauma that we've been through that we don't really want to talk about it and we don't want anyone else to know, but it's actually fueling our ability to help and heal other people. Scorpio has duality, where well, every sign has duality, but Scorpio's duality is it can either heal you because of the pain that it's endured and the pain that it understands in humanity, or it can hurt you with the poison that it has as the scorpion. It can sting you or sting itself. So when we truly work with Scorpio energy, we want to be very raw, very honest with ourselves, and very honest about what's happening around us, especially with this new moon happening. I'm recording this in the US around the election time. We want to be very aware of how is everyone else feeling psychologically as well as emotionally, and what is really being said by what is not being said. Okay, especially with Mercury in Scorpio, you can really dive beneath the surface and understand what's really happening and use what you're understanding on a darker level, on a more secretive level, to transform you and to tap into your personal power. So, with this new moon, along with the Mars and Pluto opposition, it's really about taking back your power and not giving it outside of yourself, not seeing power as something that is external, but understanding that you are capable to transform yourself into a new version of yourself to rise to the occasion of what it is that you want. Scorpio also deals with deep rooted insecurity. And sometimes, especially with um, this Mars and Cancer water trine, we may think that, it's people outside of us that are doing things, but in reality, it's the insecurity within ourselves that's sabotaging us and holding us back. So use this Scorpio new moon time to know what is it that you're feeling on a deeper level? What is it that you might be hiding from yourself, as well as what others might be hiding from you? And take the right strategy. Because we have this water trine with Saturn and Pisces, it's a time to be very practical about what we are sensing and feeling within ourselves as well as others, because all of this water energy we are absorbing from the collective, right? And we are also deep within our own roots. So this is an important new moon time to decipher between what energy is yours, what energy is others, what are other people doing, what are other people saying, what are you feeling from what's being said rather than just the facts of what you see, and then coming back to your own personal power and taking strategic, practical steps towards your new goal. This new moon energy is going to be met with the full moon in Taurus, which I will have a full video on. And so that will be the time for us to be in our power and to rise to the occasion, because Scorpio is ruled by Mars as well as Pluto, which is all about rising in power and conquering and dealing with conflict. So, if you would like to know where this new moon is in your chart or how you can really work with this new moon energy, a lot of the work that I do with astrology is using the energy for your benefit and to create alchemy in your life. Go ahead to my website and schedule a meeting with me. We can have a one on one consultation. We could take it to a one on one coaching session as well. And then you can really figure out how to alchemize your life based off of understanding your natal chart and using the moon as well. All right, everyone. Feel free to check out my November astrology video if you have not already, so you know all the astrology that's happening for the month. And feel free to check out my Taurus full moon video as well, so that you know how to use the moon energy for your advantage. Other than that, I will see you all in December.